Hey, how's it going out there today, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Cash, and this is Weekly Recap. What is Weekly Recap? It's me going over a week of operating a semi-truck in the United States. I'm leased to an 80-20 split carrier. I don't talk about the carrier. Sorry, find your own carrier, do all that. I'm not a recruitment bro. Not my thing. I'm going to talk about the loads I did for the week. We'll talk about why I did them, what they paid, all the details of the loads. And then we'll go over the week of the numbers and the money and all that good stuff. So let's see how it works out here for me. Started off in Minnesota, and this is a 6-day week, and it is from the third week of May 2025. So if you're watching this in the future, shout out, hit that thumbs up for me if you would. But other than that, let's get into this week. Minnesota to Virginia. Been doing a lot of these loads here lately. If you'll notice me right now, it's just a lot of rinse and repeat, same loads over and over and over and over, because that's the way I do it in a downturn economy. I'm not looking for politicians to come save me. I'm not looking for anybody to come save me. There is nobody coming to save me. I've got to make this work myself. I get a lot of people saying, "Oh, look at here, Trump's saving us because they're going to do this English proficiency thing," and I'm like, "Well, I'm hopeful, but I ain't seen a damn thing change yet." And let's not forget that those laws have been on the books for years, and Trump didn't do a damn thing about it last time. Now, I'm not a political person. I just want to point it out that every politician is out for themselves, and if you think any politician gives a damn about you, you're naive. Okay. Because I got people saying, "Oh, is that?" And I'm like, ain't a damn thing changed yet. I mean, it's all talk up until this point, right? I mean, has anybody seen a damn thing change? I was at a receiver yesterday, and half the people in there, literally half of them, there's about 6 people there. About 3 of them spoke English, 3 of them didn't. So that's about where we're at right now with that. But that's a whole nother story. So this is rinse and repeat type of weeks for me. You got to make your money. You got to make this work, and that's all I can do is control what I can control. I like to call it my controllables. Only thing I can control is my controllables. So let's get into it. Minnesota to Virginia, 48 empty miles, 1127 loaded miles, 1175 total miles on that, 34 degrees, 40,000 pounds, $3,264 on that one. So I'll take that. I like those loads. Typically they're lighter than 40,000. Normally these are like 30 to mid 30,000. This one was really heavy for some reason, but whatever, 4 or 5,000 pounds ain't gonna keep me from doing a load. So there it was. And then I got over to Virginia. I took Virginia down to Georgia. That's 124 empty miles, 630 loaded miles, 754 total miles on that one. Also 34 degrees, 42,000 pounds loaded dairy, and that was $1,400 on that one. So not bad. And then for coming out of Virginia to Georgia, whatever. And then I did Georgia to Minnesota. My run I always do back home. So basically, if I go east or southeast, I'm going to get that load out of Georgia and come right back with it. There's like 2 of those a day. I pretty consistently can get a hold of one. And if I can't get a hold of one, I can wait till tomorrow and get a hold of one. So that's typically what I like to do. That's 78 miles, 1154 loaded miles, 1232 total miles, 25 degrees, 34,000 pounds on that one. And that paid $2,200 for the week. And that was my week. 3 loads: Minnesota, Virginia, Virginia to Georgia, Georgia to Minnesota, wham bam, 6 days, right back to the house. That's how I like to do it. Because what that does, that gives me the option to either reload and do another turn, or that gives me the option to go home for a few days. So I like having those options. So always turning back to the house is my preferred way to be because of that option. And that's why I do what I do. And also, let me say, I'm not bragging. I'm not complaining about these numbers. They're just what happened to me. Don't let them upset you. Don't let it hurt your feelings. It's not a good look letting something on the internet hurt your feelings. I'm just saying. Total gross revenue, me and my carrier combined, made $6,864, 68.64 total gross revenue. My 80% of that is $5,491, 54.91. So not a bad week on revenue for me, especially for a 6-day run. Let's talk about miles. I turned 3161 all miles on that. Yeah, 3161. I did survive it. As you can see, I'm here now, but uh, barely, barely survived that. That's too many miles for me. Don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. 250 empty miles, 2911 on the loaded miles for an 8% deadhead. So that's pretty good. Let's talk about rates per mile. 217 all miles. 217 every mile the truck turned. That's $1.74 my 80%. That is 236 a loaded mile. So what it is. What it is. Let's go over to veritable costs. Veritable. 1174 on diesel. Diesel was going down during this time, but now that we've entered like mid-June, it seems like diesel prices are going back up. Hell, I think just overnight last night they went up about 10 cents overnight. So um, hang around to the end. I've got some options for fueling for you if you need to save some money. Don't ever pay retail for fuel. If you've watched my videos, or if you do pay retail for fuel, don't tell people you watch my videos. I need that separation there. Just kidding. Just kidding. 1174 on diesel, 169 on reefer fuel, 57 on DEF fluids, $36 on tolls. That's at West Virginia Turnpike I'm talking about there. Zero parking, zero scales. And that is, and I'm going to tell you right now, folks, cat scale goes up every 15 minutes. So if you don't have a way to get around a cat scale, you need to look into it. I'll put a link and a comment down there for something that'll help you out with that. But yeah, if your truck and trailer don't have some way of weighing itself, um, cat scale getting you. Now, like, if you do the same loads over and over, that helps. Like that load I do outbound, they load that the same way every time, and it's consistent. And I know on the 8th hole, I got to go to the 8th hole, and I'm legal the whole way. So if you can get something like that going in to help you, but if not, click that link down there. So we bring over my 5491, 5491. That's my gross revenue to my company. Subtract out the 1436 veritable cost, and that leaves me $4,055 left to do what I have to do with. Now, it's not glorious, it's not glamorous, but it's what's getting me by right now. I mean, and I'll be honest with you, if you can find some consistent, decent freight that pays your bills, run the hell out of it right now would be my advice to anyone out there. Now, I don't try to give unsolicited advice, but I do get a lot of people that, ask, hey, this and that and that and this. And I'm going to tell you right now, the key is consistent freight. That freight ain't hitting the spot market right now. There's not enough of it. There's not enough overflow. So if you can get in with somebody and run the same freight over and over and over, and I'll tell you right now too, if the spot market pops for a day and starts looking good, it's so tempting. Let me tell you. I was down there in Georgia, and on that load back, I was looking at the load board and I was going, I am making a lot less to haul this load back to Georgia. I could be running spot market freight right now. I could be spot market Willie right now. But let me tell you, spot market Willie, he's short termed. He's short termed. He ain't got the plan up here like I do. I mean, given that 1 week would be better, but if you fall off, what's keeping you in business and keeping you consistent? All it takes is one other person to come in and say, "Hey, I like that. I want to do that." Right? And then they got it. Then they're running it. And then what are you doing? You're spot market Willie when it tanks again 3 weeks from now when the produce season's over. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Right. Right. You'll be pulling that bullshit spot market freight. Stay on what's consistent. Work what you know. It'll either get better or it won't. But you'll be in business longer than a lot of the others will that are, strictly spot market Willie. I mean, one of the reasons I lease on to a carrier is for that we've got something bigger than the pieces. You know what I mean? Like we are greater than the pieces. Because if you will work with a carrier and everybody else works together on the same page, you get better. It's just better. Now if you want to go build your own fleet, get your own authority, do all that. But for me, if you want to be one man, one truck, lease on with a good carrier that works together. I don't want to lease on to a carrier that's 20 trucks and they're all off doing their own thing. I want to work together. And why? Because I can get better paying freight. I can get more freight because numbers matter. There are brokers that won't let you haul a load if you don't have, 4 or 5 trucks in your fleet. Fuel discounts and things like that work better when everybody works together. It's just the way it is. I'm not trying to preach to you. I'm just trying to give you the advice that I have learned the hard way over the last few years. And when I say few years, I mean almost 2 decades now. Next January will be my 20th year of trucking. So um, it's just what I've learned over time the hard way, and I would rather see you succeed and not have to learn it the hard way. Now, some people are like me; they have to learn it the hard way. You know, you can't tell some kids, "Hey, that stove eye is hot." They got to touch it to know it. But I'm trying, I'm trying to get you to, not have to touch the stove eye like I did so many times. Uh, But anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, everybody. I much appreciate you listening to me rant. Hope these numbers helped. If you know someone that wants to become an owner-operator, share this video with them. Be sure to smash that like button to get me in the algorithm. I do appreciate that. If you're not a subscriber, think about it. If you're into trucking stuff, I try to keep it mostly trucking content over here. Very unpolitical. And just the facts, Jax. That's what I try to stick to. So if that's something you're interested in, think about becoming a subscriber. Take care of each other out there. And remember, people are more important than trucking. Quick, I just want to remind everybody about the Mudflap app. If you're not using Mudflap, check it out, download it. It should be part of your fueling program. It's a free app. Go download it from the Apple or Android store. You sign up using credit card or bank account. No credit checks, nothing like that. No fuel card needed. Get yourself huge discounts on fuel. I buy about half of my fuel through it right now. It's an amazing free app. It's 100% legit. Sign up using my promo code there, and I'll get $10 in free fuel. You'll get $10 in free fuel. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Do you need to save money by not idling your truck? Of course you do. That's why I'm introducing you to Zero Breeze today. Zero Breeze, a lightweight portable air conditioner that makes 5,280 BTUs of cooling power. Yes, you need this if you idle your truck overnight to stay cool. Yes, this will save you tons of money. Use my link below when you order, and I appreciate it.